Yo, I want to tell y'all right now, click off the video. This video, as it goes on, the crash out get worse. I had to talk about the content creators in this space. I had to talk about the conversations with the devs that I've had. And I appreciate y'all for pushing the videos for it to get to this point. But there's so many things that need to be said, right? Because the community's in a weird place, content creators too. And I gotta tell y'all how it is. Whoever the video fits, whoever the shoe aligns to, my nigga, that's just you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let y'all know right now, for the people that's always liking the video, hyping the video, sharing the video, this is because of y'all leaving comments. I just want to tell y'all, man, I love you niggas. I genuinely do. You can see the passion that niggas have from just making content. I want to tell y'all right now, nigga, I love y'all. Look, I hope your day is great. Hope you feeling fantastic. And if you feeling like you can't make it in life right now and life is holding you down, you going through depression or whatnot, my nigga, pick yourself up. You're going to be great. God is just giving you a little speed bump through life right now, but it's going to pick right back up and you're going to be right back to moving on where you're supposed to be on your path and your direction in life. Lock in. Love y'all, man. Appreciate all the love, the hypes, the likes, comments. But God, don't say I didn't warn you not to click off. I've been going back and forth with the devs for a bit, and I needed to vent before I made this video. So I had my meeting, and in the meeting, you know, in every meeting, the main thing that I talk about is, you know, plan for mutual, the negative effects of balance on the community and not changing up things. Right? My stance doesn't change. Balancing correctly. It hasn't changed because it's not nothing new and a lot of people don't like it when you bring up certain things, because a lot of people hate when you have that savior mindset. A lot of niggas don't want to be saved and a lot of niggas don't want people to talk about the right thing. You know, that's just how it is. You know? The thing here that makes this crazy is I started to my meeting and I was asking because I was ticked off at the content creators. I was very, very ticked off at the content creators. And the thing about me is, when I speak up, content creators alike, some viewers alike, they feel as if they feel threatened by you talking about the right thing. A lot of people feel like you're challenging them by saying what they're doing. A lot of people like for things to stay the same. A lot of people don't even know or feel as if they deserve that. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things that ticked me off. So I'm in a meeting, and I said a simple question, and the simple question ticked me off very, very much. I was very hot. Given the fact that I'm in there, I try to always show respect, I was very ticked off. So I said, you know, why not have meetings with, you know, different minds of the creators, not the same 4, the same 5, every month. Really see the direction of the game, different levels of creating, because everybody has a different voice and a different opinion that you can pull. So, you know, we ask for advice every month. We ask for advice every week. We ask for feedback. A lot of people just truly care. They want access. We ask if things go wrong or they feel any kind of way about anything. Most of the people said they're cool. They just want to know about day one access and getting into sponsorship. You know, like the devs mess up. Every dev is going to mess up. That's my biggest pet peeve. Every dev is going to mess up. The ignorance really comes from when devs don't listen to the community. This is what's happening. That's where I get ticked off. When a dev chooses to not listen to a community. Then I get mad when a community don't have enough self-respect to stand and speak up for themselves. That is a problem to me. It came up. Rio. We were repeatedly sent. I said, it said the one that you recently made. I said, oh, the one with the slavery? My bad. The thing about it is, it was sent by viewers, and it had a lot of conversational piece in the rival Discord from different creators that felt a certain type of way about the video. The points that are saying about the things that I've said. You know what I'm saying? About the things that I've said. And they said, from a lot of the things that we've seen from you, what do you feel like needs to be changed? I talked about balance. I said balancing is at such an all-time low that I can't respect. There's so many things that is missing on how we are not changing up the meta every season. There's no reason for a meta to continue 4 seasons in a row, 5 seasons in a row. I said at that point, the balancing theme is too blank. You gotta see where it's coming from. But a lot of people don't like when niggas speak up, but if nobody speaks up, nothing really gets changed. I keep telling niggas, my opinion isn't fact and it isn't law. My opinion is only there to start a conversational piece for other people to find the answer, nigga. It's not just me, it's a community. But when I found out and seen that a lot of the creators don't even care to reach out and talk about these things, I said these niggas are goofy. They're weird. Nigga, the devs put out an emergency patch note. Because I said it's doable. All of it is doable. It's all possible. But when I'm there talking about it, and I see the creators now, when I say this, I need all my non-remedial niggas to listen. When I say that a lot of these creators are trash, this doesn't go for the ones that are actually out there putting out actual content, teaching in their own way. Because my way of teaching isn't the only way. You have your own way of teaching. Sometimes you may have some funny videos and different things. But people who actually want the best for the community and is actually pushing with actually giving feedback, you may not, say the words clearly or whatever, but people see the direction where you're coming from. It's a mean way. A lot of these niggas in this community are pussy. They don't care. A lot of you niggas, it's been coming. You don't treat me out rivals, nigga. Your bills don't get paid. You're hungry. So why not care about what's making you an income? Since that's what you niggas care about.
She don't go to sleep unless you leave her alone when she comes. And when she go to sleep, if you touch her, she uses it as an excuse to wake up.
So why don't you make this
1, 2, 0.
your best warrior against mine?
Switch things up, including
You're working the match, right?
See that nigga that she wanna help, but she like, nah, you better leave her the fuck alone. She know what she doing.
But you take the time to perform oral massages from another creator just to make sure that y'all can get into groups because you're weird, because you're not confident enough in your content solo by itself that you have to get around other people. And it's not bad that you get around other people. It becomes lame when you no longer talk about the right things while around said people, but you're doing everything to what? Dick ride so that you can stay around to create a bond in the community. Loser activity. Loser activity, but nobody want to tell these niggas what they do. A lot of them are weird. Some of the best content these niggas ever put out was when Kingsman drama happened. Niggas ain't never worked that hard a day in their life till the Kingsman drama happened. And then a lot of these niggas didn't feel like they wanted to let it go. They just wanted to keep it going. The community, and a lot of these niggas be like, oh, the community is toxic. Niggas, you drop 6 videos, 8 videos, you still going a month later after that situation happened. They don't care. Because guess what? At the end of the day, the character is going to show if you care if you don't. A lot of them went into, yo, Kingsman was in my game. Grown men, grown men. I had a match against Kingsman the other day. Did you guys play together? No. He was just in my office. Grown men. Grown men. A lot of people don't have confidence in their own content, and it shows in this community. And here's the problem that niggas don't like me to talk about. A lot of content creators here are lame. You probably think I'm lame. Up to 3,000. But there's a set standard. You may not like all the things I talk about. You may not like all the things another creator talk about. But there is a set standard that a community is supposed to have on how the content creators deliver, approach, and deal with content or backlash in the community to patch notes and actually giving feedback to wanting to see the community grow. You niggas don't care. Like I said before, it's not all, but it's majority. A lot of these niggas only want to go where the view is. A lot of them don't even make videos. These niggas are still making AMVs from 2011. Wow. A lot of these niggas be yapping on stream all day and scared to actually start a conversation in a YouTube video. These niggas don't communicate with their communities because they're not leading their community anywhere. They're not talking about anything. Majority of the content creators here are scared to be wrong. That's their problem. They're scared to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong because you have so many hundreds of thousands of people to correct you and teaching. But a lot of people do learn to get better just like the community. A lot of them have that same mindset. A lot of them even teach the community wrong. You don't understand like how many games have been in Marvel Rivals position that fall off, that fail. So many games. We are gamers. Me, you, y'all are game testers. Y'all are game testers. Y'all have played thousands upon thousands of hours of gaming to where you know when something is wrong, to when you know that this isn't what you deserve, to when you know that they're not treating you right. People be like, it's free to play. They make the most money.
Final score, 1-2.
These corporations should work for you, but you don't think you deserve better. My nigga. Why? That's what I was talking about. Devs are asking for feedback from a community of people that they call their content creators and don't give it to them. All they say is, oh, this game's dog water. Oh, this game's trash, dude. Yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely. Playing something else. No feedback. But guess what? They don't understand how to speak. They don't know anything. They've never been asked for anything other than to pump out a Rivals video to make content. These niggas don't do anything. It's actually pathetic. It's the same way on how they conduct their streams. They don't even talk to their viewers. These niggas don't care. They just want to pretend like they're a high school quarterback to be popular because of Rivals.
What should we do?
Go to cashnetusa.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, we can have the money as soon as the same business day.
My nigga, you don't even know what hard work is of a content creator. You gotta put the work out there. Let me tell you guys something. A lot of game companies may not like the things that you say, but they appreciate the fact that you have an audience to speak up for. That's how it goes. You're scared to get sponsorships? Sponsorships work in this degree that you have an audience. As long as you're not bad-mouthing the game and you're actually speaking up on what is needed. People nowadays have lost the plot for what constructive criticism is. Why? Why have we lost the plot for what constructive criticism is? Every time you give feedback to a problem and talk about it on how it can be better for us as a community, as people, niggas will say, you're complaining. Why are you complaining? You know what? I used to get mad at that, but I've realized that your cerebellum is overloading and cannot compute to actually differentiate what's being said. I understand that you can't understand or process what's being said. So you revert back to a simple comment. Because you probably played Bandai games or gacha games. You probably played gacha games. I can't deal with niggas like you. There is a certain type of gamers in the community that just accept anything. Just play anything. Bunch of Genshin niggas. They don't care about anything that's being brought to them. They don't care about how the game is being handled, just as long as the game is still going. And that mindset is hidden in the community. The problem with that mindset is that The mindset is hidden within the content creator. The content creators just care about trying to be a part of a tournament. The content creators just care about being a part of certain friend groups. The content creators are scared to speak up. Most of the time, these niggas don't even give an opinion.
3, 2,
Why don't they give an opinion? A lot of them stay vague.
capture the mission
Why?
area. Got it?
They don't know what to say. They don't know what to say. They don't look at the game all over as a whole. They just look at one role and talk bad about the other role. A lot of them don't understand gaming in a sense. A lot of niggas will be like, well, some people just don't want to speak up. It's, you know what? You're right. You're right. My bad. It's how I feel with niggas in their 30s or over 25 that don't understand or is in politics. You're too old, nigga. Your life depends on it. You're not a kid anymore. It's the same thing in the community of where you are with your game that you have a dominant role in to give the feedback that is needed. It is no longer cute. Especially, and then you know what make me mad? It's because these niggas, these devs, are asking.
Powerful healing.
They're asking for feedback, my nigga. Give it.
Teaming with spider bots.
But a lot of them are so selfish. When I found out niggas just really care about being in the loop for day one access as a new character, nigga, I don't even care about that because I know I'm not going to speak too well how they want me to speak.
We are only given so
Wow.
many chances to shine.
I'm wild out. And when they ask me, I'm like, nah, I just want to chill. I just want to make the content that I need. A lot of these niggas, they don't really care. It's ugly. And that's why I can't stand a lot of these niggas in the content creator space. They're bozos. They are bozos. And I'm talking about not you as a person in real life that has nothing to do with you. I'm talking about how you make content for this game.
I still have some hunt left in me.
For this game. A lot of these niggas don't even like the teaching role. They don't even like, as a content creator, your job is to teach people, ask you questions. Niggas get annoyed with it. You're supposed to answer that, gang. That's what you're supposed to do. You want people to support you, but you can't help. Hey, I'm the #1 this, and guess what? Nobody cares, nigga. Because the only thing we see is your hand cam on screen, and you have never communicated. All we see is that mouse giving whiplash on stream.
Sisters are watching.
Niggas don't care. Because people like people who give an opinion. You have to at least try, my nigga. You have to at least try. A lot of these niggas are weird, man. I'm telling y'all. It drives me up the wall. Now, the devs put out an emergency patch because of what, nigga? Feedback.
Has filled me with another
But
challenge.
these goofy content creators didn't want to give it. But let me tell you where I'm at. Because a lot of these goofy content creators won't speak up, but when other people speak up to help extinguish, to help to promote and extinguish a change, then they will bandwagon off of it to rush and make content. But these goofies want to play in the shadows and don't speak up for the game when they actually need to. It's what you say you love it.
Much better.
Where's the passion? What generation are we in with how these niggas are?
We are
How?
in the front. Prepare yourselves.
They will give emergency patches to this game anytime. But the community has to speak up. Niggas get mad at me. Why? Oh, he's always mad. Guess what? Goofy nigga. Because it's a lot of things to get mad about.
Stay strong. Time is of the essence.
But I bet if I was talking about some Gunner skins to where Mantis side nipple almost on, I bet your whack ass be up in here. Oh yeah, hype this field, yeah. Yeah, I saw that too, dude. I saw the right cam angle in my replay. Dude, I almost saw it. Totally got me, but yeah. We're back niggas. But when it comes to anything talking about the game, these niggas don't want to lock in.
The current score is 0.
Goofy. I'm telling you, dog.
0. Time to switch things up.
I'm telling you, bro.
You're on.
This community is weird. The YouTubers,
Right here
weird.
makes all the difference.
This is only applying to the content creators that don't do nothing. That just trash talk the game all day. You can
No,
trash talk the game, ain't nothing wrong with that. But for the love of God, can we give some actual feedback or fixes of things that you actually think that you can give insight to make things better? But continue trash talking for sure.
Hey everybody, Paul Goggins here. Starting a business is never easy, but with GoDaddy Arrow, that endeavor is about to become a whole lot easier.
I was chosen by fast.
Create a website that looks like you know what you're doing, even if you don't know what you're doing.
This protection will
Because you're using a website that develops a tool that knows exactly what it's doing. It helps you design a logo. This is what we do. We put it here, we put it everywhere on our website, and we even put it right here. What I'm telling you, from one single command center, you can have all your social media empire operating. You're doing it all. Everything. Let's go!
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission
Tonight's
area.
flavor is your move. This is your puffer. Colby Jack puffer is layered with fresh meat, Wisconsin Colby Jack cheese, crispy onions, and zesty A1 pepper mayo. And it's back for a limited time with Culver's.
That's with any game. This is with any community. There's certain communities you can't even go to because the respect level of certain content creators in there, they hold it down. Over here, it's just dog walk.
clearly you were out.
It's such a cry out for people that actually care about the game. It's actually sickening the way I looked at it. Like, I was like, bro, like, I hate being compared to these, like, weird-ass niggas. I do. And I'm looking at the community because they only care about what you can do for them. A lot of these content creators don't like each other, right? They don't like each other. They don't care about each other. They're not locked in with each other. They pretend to be locked in with each other so that they can use the other content creators' name in the country.
Final score, 0.
Now you can say, well, that's a part of doing collabs. Yeah. The problem is doing collabs to get better. Yeah, but the problem is in this community, you turn around, the next one backstabbing the other one in the back. It ain't legit. None of it is legit. For me, they all talk bad about each other. They're weird. That's why I be keeping my distance. 40s. Well, whoever get mad at me calling them goofies, I mean, at the end of the day, shoe must have fit. Not gonna cap. If you know you make some good content, some good teaching content, you can make funny content, you can make trolling content. But at the end of the day, give feedback to what the devs or dang, my nigga, get it out. What out of stroke asking for, my nigga. Because they want help. They do. They want help. You gotta lock in. But a lot of them never felt like they needed a responsibility. They want to be a big name in the community. They want the responsibility that comes along with it. They just want to be on the outskirts. They want all the praise and glory from it, but not to give simple thing as feedback on what you can do and to push for certain things. They complain about certain things, don't give feedback on what to fix. I've been crying out in these videos. They reach out to me, they're like, Rio, do you hear what you've been saying? What do you think that, okay, you talked about the patch notes. They nerfed Hella, so she can't two-tap anymore. I'm going over the patch notes, I'm seeing it in there. They're like, okay, I'm seeing what you're trying. I'm glad that you were doing emergency things because certain things was out of control. The same way on how it was with freaking Elsa's ult. I said Elsa's ult is crazy. Elsa's ult is fine. That's the rebuttal to get into this video. Also, it's fine, honestly. You can see it has help. Listen, bro, I don't want to call you that. But it's in the direction of swim. Please don't respond. You're dumb. There's so many things that's not healthy for the game or healthy for the community. And these niggas are so lost. And it makes me so freaking mad, my niggas. None of it makes no sense. So they went ahead and added this in. Emergency from the feedback that they've gotten from the community. Majority of the community ain't talking up though.
It's mostly keeping you away. Mattress Firm, our sleep experts can match you with a perfect cooling mattress like Purple. Experience the coolest purple ever only at Mattress Firm. And right now, save up to $700. Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy.
We are in the front. Prepare yourself.
Visit TCGplayers.com, the trusted marketplace for trading card game players who are always looking for level. Here's how we do it. TCG Player connects you with game stores everywhere, so you can build winning decks from the best selection of cards at the best prices from thousands of local game stores wherever you are. So you get the best prices, the best selection, and the confidence to play your best game.
Here's where we at. So you go through, they nerf Huntress, freaking Elsa's ultimate, right? It was out of pocket, right? The health from 400 to 500. There's nobody in their living right mind destroying a Glortrox health at 500. Why are you not destroying? Because it already took half of your team away, if not most. So you ain't got enough people to do 500 damage right there, dumb nigga. You ain't got no common sense. It lasted way too long. The hitbox of the magnetic ratio was too big. You can never, all you gotta do is be beside it. Whoa, and it pull you in, nigga. But a lot of these people don't want to understand. You see what I'm saying? A lot of them don't want to get where I'm coming from. They're dumb. I talked about how unhealthy that was. The height is gonna stay the same, but the width is gonna go down. But the height is gonna stay the same. Okay? For how it grabs. Now, Hawkeye, get this nigga out of here. First McCoy is what I call this nigga. You go through again. Reduce the piercing arrow base damage from 34 to 28. Nigga, that is huge. Most of the time, rivals do not nerf down by that much. They either go 3, 4, maybe 3, 2 at that, numbers-wise. Because the problem with them is that they're afraid to make actual changes. They like to get slap on the wrist. But now they said, nah, beat that nigga up, which is what you needed. Dropped it from 34 to 28 because I'm screaming, that's the change, nigga. But let me get this right. You can't listen to me because you
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
That makes weird, right? Reduce the base damage of fully charged arrow from 85 to 70. Nigga, hello, he might not get this. Nigga, hello, he might not get this. Hello. When boosted by Archer's Focus, the damage of a charged arrow is down from 175 to 160. Hello? Now, hello. The Queen of it don't care about none of that. Damage fall off from Night Sword Thorn still starts at 18 meters at 30 meters. Maximum fall off damage to 70% of the base was 80%. Beyond 25 meters, critical hits will not KO a 250 target. Why does this make sense? Why does it make sense for the average cookie nigga out there? Why does it make sense? It makes sense because the identity of Poke in this game is remedial. Why is it remedial? No character that can two-tap you from that far away should gain overshields for running and having an escape. But they don't want to talk about that. Niggas be thinking this is my first rodeo, this is the first game I covered. Been doing this longer than most of these niggas. So when I talk about these things, it's not because I just think I know everything. Nigga, it's common sense. It's from dealing with so many devs that I've dealt with in the past. It's from being in the on dev teams, talking to them, seeing these things. It's common sense. And it makes me mad when common sense ain't common to these niggas in this community. It's throwing me off.
I have returned from Dejalia.
Checks and balances. There needs to be balance in the game. This right here, it doesn't stop Hela, it makes her a lot more fair. The problem with Marvel Rivals, and this is the directional problem, is characters that are fair are too weak for some players because they're fair. That's how broken the game is. That's the direction of the game. It's because most characters that are fair are viewed as weak. Nigga, no changes came to Luna and she still kept getting buffed because tearless niggas was like, oh yeah, she's just not good. She's just not good. You cornball niggas are part of the problem. And you know what I feel about these tearless niggas? These garbage niggas, a lot of these YouTube content creators, they feel as if they just should talk down on the game and just put down and telling these people you shouldn't play this character, just isn't good anymore. Nigga, you should be pushing for the game to get more characters like this. Because the game needs to be played at neutrals. But you bozo, you want to sell this video just so people can try to sub to you. They'll probably sub to you if you actually said something with some freaking sense.
Down to 30 seconds.
Looking at the time jewelry, special pants, ice cold water. Every time you rip a slap, Arena Club makes you an instant offer for your card based on its market value. That's right, no guessing, no waiting. The moment you accept, your Arena Club wallet instantly loads up your card, so you can cash out or keep ripping more slap. Arena Club delivers the absolute best value in the hobby, giving you confidence in every rip. Don't just collect, level up your collection with the best value in the hobby. Buy an Arena Club slap pack today and see for yourself.
Now might be a good time to stop them. Hold their shields.
Get in there.
Because they gotta hit you with that high dopamine. For all the people that say, oh yeah, dad, scale and chill, oh yeah, I smurf your cake, oh yeah. Weirdo! Weirdos, nigga! Now, let's talk about this. This is good. This is healthy, right? Not too tapping you get a chance. The problem with Hela and a lot of these characters is that you do not get a chance to respond. That is a game design flaw when you don't get a chance to respond, nigga. Now, there's still more changes that is needed. I am just happy about this emergency change. It is very important. I'm glad the devs responded. I'm glad they hear me. And I'm glad they can see past me yelling and actually hearing what I'm actually saying, that I'm talking about some real stuff. So I really appreciate y'all for that. It's serious, right? So, that's very healthy. Now, when you go to Gambit, right, the thing of course take a slight hit and it's survivability and damage already. Stupid nerf. Already. Stupid nerf. But they're trying. Shout out to you, because I'm going to give the feedback that we need to hear, and I'm going to actually tell them from different players in my community how we feel, how other players feel. Why is this a stupid nerf just off the first line? Gambit survivability isn't his main problem.
YGWAN Rio in chat, sorry to bug you on this.
What's up, bro?
Because I'm in the hospital with chronic health issues. Please keep them eye in y'all prayers. God bless.
Nigga, don't even, you know what I'm saying, Christian. Don't even, you know I nigga, don't even. Reduce the base health from 275 to 250. Breaking Spades now grants 10% damage boost. It was 15. They're trying. But guess what? It's not what we need, but thank you. But thank you. I see the try. I see the effort. Well, the problem with Gambit isn't the survivability there. Doesn't matter what these people tell you. He's an elusive healer that is a hybrid. You're taking away from the gimmick what he's supposed to be. Now you're admitting to your design flaw. Hello. Now, let me tell you where the issue is. That's not where the issue is with the community. The issue is the ultimate. The ultimate is an instant wipe. That's the issue. In most 90% of fights, as soon as Gambit pops, if your team has any common sense, it's a wipe. That's the thing about it. Right? The team synergy around it just equals a wipe. Now, that's all that they did. We didn't hit Jean. Jean is the one that's really a problem. I'm not gonna lie. She's really the D. She gotta be put down again. She gotta be put down again. You feel me? So, with that being said, I get it. And bro, shout out to everybody that's been you know what I'm saying, supporting, even though I've been getting angry at certain things, but I do it for the love of the community, the love of the game, and always talking about the right things. It don't even be about me. Most of the conversation pieces that I have is about the community, about the game, about the devs, about the direction. You know what I'm saying? And I know some people don't like it, but that's okay. Because I'm glad the devs see where I'm coming from. Thank you, bruh. Fuck. Hold on, man. Bruh, I'm telling y'all, bruh. That thing really set me off with the content creators, bruh. It really did. It really ticked me off with how you got the devs asking, nigga, and you not really up here speaking up. Cowards, bruh. Blatant cowards. I'm not gonna lie to you, bruh. I'm not gonna lie to you, my nigga. I think really is annoying. Hey, man, I'm gonna just keep it a beat. My nigga DJ. My nigga DJ. My nigga DJ, who always here, who always giving us some love, who always here laughing, having a good time with us. I need you guys to really send some love out to DJ for what he's going through. He's in the hospital right now. My nigga, I will never forget all the good vibes that we be having, all the random conversations and things that we laugh about. You've always been such a positive person that always pushed me in the right direction, that want me to do better for myself and just the overall community, and always believing in me when I don't even believe in myself at times. And I want to tell you, thank you. At this time, let us have the opportunity to believe in you, give you the faith that you need to actually make it out of the hospital. Let us have the strength to really show you that we care just as much about you as you care about us, and always uplifting us. I'm eternally grateful. I'm eternally blessed. You're gonna make it out. This is just a speed bump in your direction in life. God is gonna look out for you. You're gonna be strong. You're gonna be grateful for the experience. And a lot of people don't look at it like that. Like you should be grateful for something bad happening to you. But a lot of times God makes these things happen to us just so we can be more aligned with in life of where He wants us to actually be, in the given direction that He wants us to go. And sometimes He gotta slow us down. You have family, you got us, we are family. We're gonna pray for you. We're always gonna look out for you. Keep us updated. Keep us in tune with what is going on. You are loved. You are favored. And you have the strength to make it through. You know what I'm saying? And don't ever think, and whenever you're losing out on your faith, because a lot of the times, even though it doesn't matter how strong our faith is, we always lose our way. We're just human at the end of the day. A lot of the times we could have the strongest faith, but we still falter sometimes. And you are going to be able to make it. You're going to be able to push through it. God is going to keep you grounded. You're going to be blessed. So, you know what I'm saying? Nothing but blessings to you, bro. Thank you for letting us know, and I'm glad you let us know. You know we always yapping it up. You know what I'm saying? All love to you, bro. All love to you. Big amen, bro. We love you, man. 100%. 100%. Come on, DJ. You know we love you, nigga. Come on, man. Dang, bro. The word, bro. It's just, you know, like...
Don't sit down, that person. Don't sit on the couch.
We don't know each other inside out or whatever. But at the end of the day, when it comes to anything with sickness, when it comes to anything with health, when it comes to anything that hinders you on that regard that's out of your control, all you can do is pray to the Most High. And in that situation, you just hope that you have a support system of people there that truly care about you to that same degree. And a lot of times people don't have that support system. So I'm glad that I have a community of people that always want to reach out and show love and give love to other people in the times that they need it. Because sometimes family ain't family, and family ain't there for you the same way that you might think. And shout out to the people that do have family there that's like that. It's a blessing. But life is in the same way and is in the same difficulty for every single person that's living it. You know what I'm saying? So it's always love. I'm always appreciative, and I'm always grateful for you guys that I have here in the community. And things is going to happen to me. Things is going to happen to you. Things is going to happen to the rest of us. But as long as we can find faith to move forward and push through and be strong enough within our will and our faith to actually understand why these things are happening, to pray and do what we can to be better, we're going to be back in no time. You know what I'm saying? So it's always love, bro. 100%. 100%. Love you, gang.
One premium wireless for $15 a month at Mint Mobile. When I have premium wireless for $15 a month, like, why not premium wireless for $15 a month? Let's be honest, premium wireless for $15 a month, am I right? Let's just stop having AI write these, okay, guys?
It's okay. I got you, buddy. Save up 6.
Heroes never die.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Now I got you.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all this right now. Please click off the video if you're not trying to hear a crash out. Click off the video if you're not trying to hear me directly speak to the devs. This is a very personal video.
Often when there's a political issue, a crisis of some kind, backlash from the American public, what an administration will do is say, let's go get the president out front to address this and calm people's nerve. I remember after Biden had his debate kerfluffle, they wanted to put him out, do a rally, do an interview, make sure people can see that you can handle it. And in this case, I think with Trump, they should learn that they should do the opposite. Amid the economic crisis that's been caused by him starting the Iran war, amid him saying, I don't care about Americans' financial situation while I'm involved with Iran. That's not on my mind while I'm negotiating with Iran. Again, they're doing the old playbook of send him out for a few interviews and maybe he'll calm down the crisis. Do the opposite in his case. He's struggling. He's incapable of sympathizing with Americans on any of this, and so he just makes it worse. And that was so abundantly clear in this Bret Baier interview. And honestly, I wasn't expecting to say this, but kind of some credit to Bret Baier because he confronts Trump with some brutal facts throughout this interview, and Trump did not like it.
Iran got 3 tankers out this week filled with Iranian oil because we let that happen. We let that happen before this trip. Gas prices in America are still high, painfully high. They're going to drop it with the rockets. Painfully high. And could be dropped lower than Biden. Excuse me, lower than Biden.
And not lower than what Trump inherited from Biden. That is absolutely incorrect.
Much lower than people thought they did. This inflation number is going up. You're right. It's much lower than President Biden's was, but it's going up under you. The numbers are.
Again, it's not lower than what Biden handed to Trump.
You can imagine Democrats and political pundits jumped all over this thing the other day. You were asked on the
what extent are American financial fixations motivating you to make decisions?
Not even a little bit. The only thing that matters is that I'm talking about Iran. They can't have a nuclear weapon. I don't think about American financial situation. I don't think about anybody. I think about one thing. You cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. That's all.
It says it's a perfect system. I break it again. But you can imagine how many people stop the soundbite. I don't think about America. It's like it's a situation. So what's your response to that, Frank? It's very simple. When people hear me say it, everybody agrees. Short campaign. It's going to be short campaign. Listen, people think. People.
That's the next thing on. So, I mean, you have heard this before. One of the things he grew up learning and is a philosophy he lives by is never admit fault, which just means that he's a bad person. Okay? If you appreciate these Sunday breaking news segments, please do click the subscribe button right below the video. Just click that subscribe button. Completely free. Check it. Even if you think you are, make sure that you are. It makes a big difference for us, but it's completely free for you. And then drop a comment. Say what you're thinking about what we're talking about. That helps us well. There's a like button. Back to the video. Some people say that's like a smart strategy. That means you're just a bad person. You're not a good person if you can't ever admit fault. Because we all fail and all make mistakes sometimes. Just means you're a narcissist. Okay, so that's one of his philosophies, his strategies of politics is to never admit fault. So when he blurts out, I don't think about Americans' financial situation, when asked how much is that something you're considering in negotiations with Iran, which of course it should be something you're considering, that would add to the pressing urgency to getting a good deal. And it would be so easy for him to go, Yeah, I consider all sorts of things. Very financial situation, nuclear bomb, all that. They can't. And then it would be very easy for them later, as many politicians do, to go, hey, I admit that the number one priority is to make sure we don't have to go about the economy would be destroyed if they did, but say whatever we say, even though we know he's lying about the status of the program and all that, fine. But he could come up with and that got taken out of context. I understand why I misworded it, but of course I'm going to around the situation as I'm also trying to resolve this crisis, because one of the reasons it needs to be resolved is because of the economic situation. Because he cannot commit fraud. He can't say that. So he can say a perfect statement. And then he has to do this weird, I'm going to gaslight you into believing something. Look at my finger. I'm going to, can't even think of the word, but put you into a trance where you agree with what I am saying. He just starts repeating, everyone hears that and they say it's a perfect statement. Actually, everyone agrees with that. Everyone agrees that we should be in this war. Everyone, which could not be a more politically toxic way to message yourself through a war like this, an economic crisis like that. Because people have one level of anger at the reality on the ground for them when they go to the pub, when they go to the grocery store. But when on top of it, they hear you say they don't even feel what they feel. Not that you understand what they feel, but here's some extra things to consider. That he's repeating, they don't even feel that way. They think this is awesome. Is, aside from just insane, from a logical perspective, is politically idiotic than this.
The illegal Trump voters, Alex says, voted for you 3 times. They can't handle the costs. Not for the strong conflict. He's not for the strong conflict. It's eliminated. He's a retired farmer. He can't handle work. He says it's a fact. Other things. Like, he basically, just get the highest stock market price ever. By the way, it's higher. It's higher than what I'm thinking. And more people looking right now in the United States of America than any point ever in the history of our country. The history of escaping Florida on the trading floor, and President Donald Trump celebrated.
Good for Brett. He's reading some hard truths and even specific anecdotes to say, you are being presented by the people around you this view that all your supporters love what's happening, no one's regretting anything, and it's all awesome. Here's some very specific examples that prove out, okay? Now, you can look at polling that Trump just crushes that way. I think there's something powerful about him. Obviously, the polls show that he's gotten really popular. A lot of people have flipped from approving of him to disapproving of him. But then a specific word-for-word anecdote, and here's an example of one of those people, is brutal but necessary. And of course, Trump doesn't hear it at all, and then start talking about stock market, which, by the way, we're going to talk about in another thing today. Of course, that's what he thinks is the end-all be-all. Of course, that's what he thinks proves he's doing great, because he proves he's doing great at the job of president, because it proves he's doing great himself financially. So he's like, I'm doing a great job as president because the stock market has been resilient. It's probably not where it would have been if, like, Biden had just stayed president. I'm thinking it wasn't always turbulent, but even amid the turbulence, it's still done pretty well. And I'm saying that means I must have done well in the economy. On a bunch of fronts. But that's one of the ones you do care about. You don't care about the prices going up. You don't care about the job market being really tight. Job growth being really stagnant. Rates growth being stagnant. Inflation now outpacing wage growth. You don't care about that, but you do care about your investments that we've now learned. He's almost certainly himself inside of trade. We're wondering, who are these people making these really large and suspect trades and investments right before a big Trump announcement that's going to swing particular industry or company stocks or the oil market? Is it people around him? Is he leaking it? Is it staff who know he's about to make an announcement and then tell their friend and that person? Many of those things, probably. And him himself as we've now learned with these thousands of trades he's been making. Trump, unbelievable for the president to be doing this. The president can go
30 seconds before
snap their fingers and make the stock market do all sorts of wild things because of the power the president has. And when you have that knowledge and you insider trade off, you can make so much money because you know exactly what's going to happen if you say this or you say that or you make this deal or you approve this transaction, you allow NVIDIA chips to be sold in China and right before you invest in NVIDIA, which you did. So for him, he's thinking, economically we're doing great. I am. That's what this is. That is exactly what that is. And then you have this.
But it was 1 year ago today. Interviewed you, and I asked you about Iran. How did you get to a solution there? Oh, look at it. 100%. You think so? A solution one way or the other. It's either going to be violent or not violent. And by far, it's really not violent. Obviously, you better explain why you did what you did. Because of the nuclear threat politically. You know, it's all over not Venezuela. It's the I'll fix it. But you did say he was going to be clear.
Tell Trump is so annoying when someone's actually asking you a question. And then he goes on, I don't know if this is a lot, but he goes on to ramble about this that he told me about what the notable part there is that they're going, you said this was going to be really quick and easy. It's turning out to be not so quick and definitely not easy. I do think you heard the Venezuela part of it all. I do think that Venezuela broke his brain. And that's what people were able to use to say, look, Iran will be just as easy as Venezuela. What are we talking about? Going in, capturing Maduro, then the vice president in Venezuela takes over, and then she allows us to take away all of his agreed to love. Took one day, we grab Maduro, boom, then Trump feels like he accomplished what he needed to there, and we're about to see what we think he accomplished in Venezuela. But that was a chance for him to be convinced by the people around him, hey, that's like what Iran's going to be. And it obviously was not going to be that. I actually said that right when the war started, when I was doing the debate with Michael Knowles and former Congressman Dan Crenshaw on Garfield. They were like, well, look at what happened to Venezuela. It's going to be like that. And it wasn't. My prediction for tons of just, if you're a rational thinker, most people who could have predicted it. And I think that's why you see a little bit of confusion in Trump's face. And they bring up Venezuela to kind of console himself. We did this way. And if you don't understand why grabbing Maduro and then the same regime stays in place, but they're happy to cooperate a little bit more, is different than what Trump's objectives were if he could try to find in Iran, then you're not really serious in the analysis of any of this. But here's him talking about Venezuela.
He gets 40% of his oil. Send anybody. He didn't send ships. He didn't send ships with big fat guns on them. That we would have had to repel.
My clothes may be sharp, but my mind is far sharper.
The most powerful military. The most powerful military. Others shown in Venezuela. It took 1 day. Actually, it took 48 hours. It took, let's say, about 48 minutes.
30 seconds before you attack.
48 minutes and 15 seconds. And it was all. It's a strong country, a strong military, but it went very quickly. And then, by the way,
as always,
fortunate nuclear. And so,
you hear that? That line is key when we say, what does he think he's accomplishing if it's so obviously and empirically damaging his foreign policy, especially the last few months? We made a bunch of money off oil. Who? The Venezuelan oil we've been grabbing. Who made a bunch of money? Because he argued before by going in, doing the military operation, snatching oil, taking control over their oil, that would lower prices. So it's feared that would benefit everyday consumers. Well, not sure how that would have played out if you hadn't started the war with Iran, but you did. So now people are thinking, you're saying someone's making a lot of money. We definitely are saving money. We're paying way more because of the war you started with Iran. But you think it's a great accomplishment. Oh, are you talking about your friend in the oil industry? Like the oil companies are? Oh. Well, that's not exactly what he was selling before. But of course, it was obvious that that was what it was for. Because I guess he was selling it before, but his supporters probably didn't think that. Because he admitted, yeah, I coordinated with all the oil execs before we invaded Venezuela. Yeah. I was like, get ready, you're about to make some money. So he did kind of admit it. But the advocates for Trump, the defenders of him, definitely did not like to see the rest of us they've all been about. And then about that comment we looked at earlier that Trump was confronted about saying, which is the I don't care about the competitive situation with the war. Here's Mike Beyonce having.
So CBS News had some polling out this morning showing 76% of people are concerned. 67% say they are stressed about their own personal financial situation. You know that generally the incumbent is punished in the midterms, and people are feeling very uncertain about how they're doing personally. How do you campaign against that?
Well, this relates to the last segment. We were talking about the Strait of Hormuz. Really, all points lead back to that. Gas prices are too high because of that, and then that has an effect on how goods are transported to the grocery store and all the rest. So as soon as we get that straightened out, we will get back to the kitchen table issues, the economic issues that we put in place to make the economy grow. The Working Families Tax Cut, the big, beautiful bill, all the legislation we passed, put in pro-growth policies.
No. So I guess she didn't read about that statement, but asked about the general financial well-being of Texas. And he says they need to stop saying that. Yeah, once the Iran war gets resolved, who knows how long that'll take. And he words it this way. Then we'll get back to thinking about I can get the exact quote here, Aaron Luke. As soon as we get the Strait of Hormuz straightened out, we will get back to the kitchen table issues. As a politician, it is so easy. I don't know why I'm giving strategic advice, because I appreciate when they accidentally slip up and say what they mean or say something politically disadvantageous. Everybody and their mama been talking about